Doing, everybody? It's your boy Wardy, and as you can see, we're back at it talking about the Amazons. And folks, I knew it. I have been calling it. I knew for certain that this weekend the New York Metropolitans were going to make a move. No, I did not have any inside info or anything like that. I just had the gut feeling. And as you can see, Wardy's out of town right now, not with my usual setup or anything like that. So we're doing the quick video here. We'll get to the reactionary live stream at some point over the next 24 hours. If we can do it later today, that'll be great. At absolute worst, it'll come early on Monday. But I want to know your initial reactions, thoughts, comments, questions, and concerns to the breaking news that has come out around 2 hours ago at the time of recording this, 5 a.m. Eastern, from John Heyman breaking the news. The New York Metropolitans have signed southpaw veteran and Manaea to a 2-year, $28 million deal, so around a $14 million average annual value on the contract, including an opt-out. So let me know your thoughts down below, because for me, again, we knew the Mets were going to land at least one more starter. Is this a starter? Is this the sexy name that I was hoping for? No, of course not. Am I hopeful that maybe the Mets can make one more move up their sleeve for the rotation? Absolutely. Am I going to get my hopes up? Absolutely not. I've been telling you guys, there are many different avenues, routes the Mets may be going down to round out the rotation after losing out on both Yoshinobu Yamamoto and, to a far lesser extent, Lucas Giolito. But among the crop of guys still available in the free agent market, Manaea has definitely stood out a bit more versus the likes of, you can even make the arguments, whether it's a Mike Clevenger, certainly 100 Ryu in my opinion, Brandon Woodruff. I would love to see the Mets still sign, and they certainly can, because that doesn't impact 2024, but that impacts 2025 and beyond. But what did the Mets get here in the veteran southpaw and Manaea, who had an over 4-year rate this past season? We're looking at around a 10 plus or close to an 11K per nine. Actually, I think it's right around 10K per nine, which is a strikeout higher than his 2022 season, which he was abysmal with the San Diego Cardinals, the San Diego Padres. This early morning, give me a minute, guys. And then the walk rate, again, definitely respectable. But what has been different about Manaea and his game over the past year, especially with the San Francisco Giants, has been working with Driveline. Driveline does a fantastic job working with pitchers throughout the off seasons, especially working on their pitching mechanics, their arm slots, everything about their game and making them better. Manaea has had an uptick in his average fastball velo, originally sitting in the low 90s, now sitting in the mid 90s, to even touching as high as 97 over the past year. He has a sweeping slider in his mix of pitches, which is definitely deadly lefty and lefty as a southpaw starter and reliever, and that's another emphasis here. Again, Manaea was in over 30 games this past season for the Giants, but he only started in around 10 games. So this is your true swing man. This is a Trevor Williams 2.0 type for the New York Metropolitans. They can get very creative with Manaea. Clearly, they see upside here to income on a multi-year deal like this. You know, I was thinking the Mets are going to sign one of these guys, not named Brandon Woodruff. It was not going to be on a contract more than a year, let alone 2 years, including an opt-out. I'm really curious to see what that opt-out is going to be for Manaea and the Mets here. But again, they get a true swingman, someone that can eat quality innings for you. And this is something about Manaea that has definitely stood out versus some other pitchers currently available out there. One, he's a southpaw that has some plus stuff currently in his career. Again, has a no-hitter on his resume during his time with the Oakland A's. He's been up and down in his career with his consistency and his health. But Manaea, when healthy, when right, definitely has a solid arsenal of pitches, and now he's going to be utilizing them here in Queens with the New York Mets. So Mets fans, again, I want to know your reactions to the news. The Mets get their guy in a back-end rotation piece and someone that, again, has upside to hopefully be, even at times, a mid-rotation starter for them. Again, we have to be hopeful with something like this. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much, but the Mets' ability to land a starter that can both come out of the pen and, of course, come out to start whenever they need is certainly a nice swing option for them this season, as they have a plethora of those kind of depth options now. Now it's about weeding them out and seeing what the highest ceilings are here. It's about seeing if the Mets are still considering another option for the starting rotation, or if this is it, if we can kiss the idea of going for a Dylan Cease, a Jesus Luzardo, these bigger names via trade goodbye. We have yet to find that out, but for the time being, yes, we do have a New York Met, a new New York Met rather, and that is Manaea on a 2-year, $28 million deal, including an opt-out. We'll be talking more about Manaea. How does this impact the Mets rotation, their vision going forward this offseason, in our next live stream in the next 12 to 24 hours. So make sure you stay tuned for that, guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you were happy with this breaking news to start your day. And if you're upset, let me know why too. Again, I understand the pros, the cons, and everything in between. Again, as I've said in the Harrison Bader signing live stream, there's the devil on my shoulder, which understands this from the Mets' point of view, why they made the decision. Then there's also the Angel point of view, and then the Devil point of view is more the pessimistic Mets fan, where while these signings aren't necessarily bad, there is still no denying that has been a very underwhelming offseason as a whole, even if we kind of expected this to happen. I think both these things can be true at the end of the day, and Sean Manaea is now a New York Met. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for consistent coverage on all things Mets all season long. And this is your boy Wardy signing out. Let's go Mets, baby. Peace.